There's a hamlet about an hour just outside of Toronto that evokes the charm that's typically only reserved for the Cotswolds. It has rolling hills, it has limestone cottages, and it has a beautiful river running through it. The area is known as Eden Mills, but to the community, it is their very own Garden of Eden. We're going to escape the hustle and bustle of Toronto today. Let's go take a look. As you drive in, the landscape starts to shift. The road dips and rises, the trees close in, and the village slowly reveals itself, quiet, green, and deeply rooted. And then, tucked into the heart of it all, a building appears, tall, solid, unmistakably historic. I didn't come here just to admire the view. I came to learn more about this place, the general store here in Eden Mills, a building that's been standing since 1871. It once housed the post office, the butcher, the hardware store, a building that was in many ways the heartbeat of the village. Eden Mills was founded in 1842 by brothers Daniel and Aaron Cribbs, who built the first mill on the Eramosa River. Just a few years later, Adam and Eve Argo, yes, truly their names, bought the land and renamed it Eden Mills and began dividing the 200 acres into the town that would follow. At its center, they built a general store, a gathering place, a lifeline, a landmark. By 1871, the wooden store was replaced by the limestone building still standing today, 216 Barden Street. Built from local rockwood limestone, it passed through the McFarlane, Webb, Marshall, Turner, and Holman families, each keeping it alive. It was more than a shop. It was where people came for mail, groceries, hardware, and conversation. It even appears in the general store, a book honoring Ontario's iconic village shops. For nearly 120 years, it didn't just serve goods, it served the community. That spirit of connection lives on in the stories like this one. Current owner Don Holman, who operated the general store up until the 1990s, once had the entire village laughing with an April Fool's prank.
Anyway, we handed out these flyers to all the locals that came in that picked up their mail or picked up something at the store. It would be like, oh, be careful, watch, read your flyer. We got some real good specials on this week. And of course, people inevitably be like, oh yeah, we'll take a look at it later. And April Fool came, and I believe that was a Saturday that year. And we were in the store, and our phone just rang off the hook. And people would phone up, and they'd say, oh, great. And then you'd hear them laughing in the background, and they would hang up. So it would be like, okay, we caught them. He was a regular, and his wife was in here all the time for various things. He was the one that came in, and he said, you got my wife. And I said, what? And he says, you got my wife. He says, we were having coffee at the kitchen table, and she's looking at the flyer that you produced with all the specials, and she was going, utility raccoon? Who would buy utility raccoon? Not cluing in that it was an April Fool's joke, and then read some of the other specials. And he just broke up laughing, looked at his wife, and he said, they got you. And she finally realized what had happened, and it was like, oh. So it was one of these things where we were able to spoof the village, and it was amazing how many people we had caught with an April Fool's joke.
It had the community in stitches, proof that even after all these years, this building still continues to bring those memories alive. Today, 216 Barden Street is no museum. It's a multi-unit income opportunity that blends heritage and flexibility. There are 4 self-contained apartments, each full of light and character. Below, a generous storefront offers endless potential. a cafe, a gallery, retail, studio, or rented for passive income. Positioned on the main road through town, it offers a rare visibility in a peaceful place. For investors, multi-generational living, or creative entrepreneurs, this is a rare find. Step outside and you're just steps away from the Eramosa River, trails, and conservation lands. Eden Mills is home to the Eden Mills Writers' Festival, one of Canada's best-loved literary events. And while it feels a world away, you're just 20 minutes from Guelph and 45 minutes from Pearson International Airport in Toronto. Some buildings have good bones. This one has a whole story. 216 Barden Street isn't just a home. It's the cornerstone of a village, made of limestone, layered with legacy, and still full of life. Will you write its next chapter? That's it for today's episode of Old Home Charming. To explore more timeless properties all across Ontario, each one with its own past and future, make sure to hit the subscribe button. See you again soon.